Name of that band? Uh,
It's by
it's a weird
Genesis.
name.
No, Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, I was like, it's a weird name. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Disturbed does really good covers though. It's like I don't really like their music most of the time. Like I like some of their songs.
I didn't like the cover. Sorry. I don't
You
know.
didn't like
Really?
the Sound of Silence, that the
That
live one?
that's a
No,
hot take. That's
I didn't
crazy.
like it.
Yeah, that is a hot
I
take.
didn't
I
think
thought it was fucking perfect.
They should have just let it be raw. I didn't like all the processing they did on it. It was annoying.
Okay, so I could talk to you about that because there's actually a moment on the live performance where they turn on the auto tune because the singer had the flu at the time, and he looks over at the guy that turned on the auto tune and he gives him this like disgusted face, like, dude, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? And he did an interview afterwards where he said he told them specifically not to use any processing on his vocals while he was doing it live, but he was going out of tune because he was sick, and they fucking made a decision without his consent on that one.
Of course they did. It was on live TV, right? Like
It
mainstream
was on like
TV.
the Jimmy Kimmel show or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Of course they did. They're not gonna fucking listen to him on that. They're like, nah. We need perfection for some reason. But
Brother, if
yeah.
I'm a singer, I'm never going on your fucking show again, bro. Like I told you how I
I don't
wanted
think
to
he
be fucking
has.
mixed.
I don't think he has went on that show ever again.
Yeah,
has he?
probably not. Probably not. I
I
wouldn't.
don't think he's ever
Dude,
been
that's
on there again.
right against my wishes. Screw
Yeah.
that.
Hey, welcome,
You know
chat.
that-
How you doing? We're getting started with the show in 30 seconds. Did you see MCR played a brand new song live last night? What?
My Chemical
The
Romance?
heck?
They're still playing?
They're still
new
doing. They're still
songs?
playing songs live.
I played one of their songs. I played one of their songs last night for our show.
What'd you play? Like my
Black
emo
Parade.
shit.
Black Parade.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, we all know that one.
yeah.
I never liked My Chemical Romance until I started covering their songs. I was like, wow, this band's actually really good.
Dude, they're fucking awesome.
When I
The
was-
one album.
when I was
like,
younger, I was just so stubborn. Like I was like, oh, this music sucks. Well, I said other words, the more acceptable words that were
it
more
was
acceptable
it was
in
too
90s,
poppy for
but-
us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's too mainstream. It was too
it
mainstream
was too
emo.
mainstream. Yeah, it really. I
Yeah.
think
But-
that's
but
all.
no,
it
that-
was. I was like, I got to listen.
Black
to my
Parade
death
album
metal.
was excellent.
The one before that's even better. Sweet Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge
Cheers,
or whatever
yeah.
it's called. That one's got like a song on it called like "You Know What They Do to
Yeah,
Guys
yeah.
Like Us in Prison," and that
Mhm.
song is fucking awesome.
No, you see, I think the guitarists are phenomenal, man. I
Yeah,
was learning
definitely.
that Helena and another song I was doing a cover, and I was so impressed when they brought up, hey, we should do some emo songs, and like. For one, I didn't even know Yellowcard was emo. I didn't even know pop punk was considered emo nowadays for some reason.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, they sing emo, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what
So-
it does
is,
to Yellow
is Panic
Card.
at the Disco emo?
yeah,
I would say
considered
so.
Emo. Panic at the Disco was the other one I could not get. I was like, no. But I gotta just say this: My Chemical Romance, legit good guitarists. So good guitarists, good writers is really phenomenal stuff. Now that like I'm more into music as I've gotten older, right? I listen to it and I can appreciate the shit out of some of the technicalities with the guitar and the vocals. I didn't realize how technical the guitar actually was. Especially at that time, because I was listening to like prog metalcore and shit.
Yeah. And they're one of those bands that like I think actually puts effort into layering their instruments properly. It's not like you're going to hear like a guitar riff that's doing the same thing as the bass that's behind it and just following like a regular drum pattern. A lot of the time each of the members
Yeah.
is writing their own part and making them all work really well together. That's what really makes me like them the most.
Jessica's saying that they've been teasing something on their current Black Parade anniversary tour. I'm gonna have to see them live. I want to see them live. I love playing their songs. It's so fun. Hey, we got a comment from Rumble. Hey, what's up, I Destroyer? All right, guys. So we got an awesome
Rumble?
show today. Welcome to South Sound Podcast. We are going to be talking about that video that I put up this previous week about this 200K plus project. It's pretty much going to probably hit $500,000 by the end of the year, honestly. Very, very expensive. We're going to talk more about that. If you haven't checked out the video, check it out after the podcast. We're going to discuss that. And rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Man, we did tribute to him last night. I hope the recordings came out good, but we'll put those up online sometime this week with the band. And also, we're going to be discussing more of, I forgot what else we're discussing. I'm like,
We'll get there when we get there.
Dexcore. We got to talk about fucking Dexcore. Like, I checked out this, I went live on Friday, a random Friday, and checked out a Dexcore song, and I was so thoroughly impressed with it. It was amazing. And I can't wait to discuss that a little bit more. But how are y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Yeah. It's funny. We joined the Zoom link this morning and just started talking music immediately. I was thinking about it. We just need to like fucking record as soon as everyone enters Zoom chat because we were already getting into debates and arguments over country and
we have to like shut the hell up.
Like
we had a whole mini podcast before this that wasn't recorded.
Yeah. Dude, we wasted all the good content. You guys are going to get the shit now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's gonna feel like a rerun.
It's gonna feel like a rerun.
Well, not unless we feel like talking about country for another 20 minutes. I can. Yeah, like I'm down if you really want to.
Well, let's talk about Ozzy. Rest in peace.
Let's talk about Ozzy first.
He died at 76. It was on the 22nd, and it is pretty wild because I was literally just talking with someone. And we were just joking around, and we were doing this event at my job, and I was talking to this girl about music and stuff. She's like, "Oh, I like metal." She's pretty young. I was shocked that she knew who Ozzy was and all that stuff. I was like, "Oh, you know who these bands are?" She's like, "Oh yeah, the Prince of Darkness," and she showed me a poster she had on her wall and everything. And I was like, and we started joking about how he never dies. I'm like, yeah, he's like done so much stuff in his life, and he still has not passed away. Literally an hour after that event, saw the post and I sent it to her. She was in tears, just crying the entire time. I'm like, damn, that was crazy. It was crazy. It was the timing of it was just so odd and so weird because we were just talking about it and then that happened. So very, very sad. We played War Pigs, Iron Man, and Paranoid last night in our set, and it was great.
You were talking with SJ Nix on that video that we'll talk about here in a little bit, but he made a good point about man, it's really cool that it's obviously sad that Ozzy has passed away. A lot of people have like admired him for so long in the metal world, but he owned his departure, man. Like he had to do that badass farewell show and retire and like go out on top. I mean, when I go, I hope it's anywhere close to as badass as the way that this guy got to live his life.
Do you think he knew? Do you feel like
he had to? He had to have felt it, man.
And he
had
just
to
said,
have felt it.
"Fuck it, I'm gonna like wheel myself out there and still sing." And he was still sounding good.
Yeah, and his fucking throne sitting there on the stage, man. Like that show was epic. I watched so many clips from that. It was really cool.
I was fortunate enough to see the original lineup of Black Sabbath. This is in Darien Lake in New York, central New York, and it was like I think it was 2005. My dad actually sent me a ticket of it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" It was so long ago. I was still in high school, I think. So that's when I got to see Black Sabbath. And
I didn't even know they were still together in 2005.
They did a reunion, just a really quick reunion for that Ozzy Ozfest when he used to do Ozfest and all that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Wait, was it as Ozfest? At Ozfest?
At Ozfest on the main.
Dude, I was there. Now that I think about it, I was there too.
That's awesome.
I was actually in the New Jersey one.
You know what's funny?
But yeah, I did see that in 2005.
It's funny too because I didn't even go for that. I went because of All That Remains and Dillinger Escape Plan at the time, Avenged Sevenfold, Hatebreed, all those bands that I like was listening to in high school, and then just happened to see Iron Maiden was at that show too.
Yeah, and they were awesome. By the way, they were the best band that was there.
Iron Maiden. That was actually the show that made me a fan of Iron Maiden because I didn't really like them. I didn't really like them, and then I saw them live, and I'm like, "Holy shit, they're fucking amazing!"
And in 2005, we're talking about too, so it was like way past the point where they were like at the top of the list there, and they were still nasty.
Yeah, and Hatebreed was so fucking impressive. System of a Down was at that show, dude. Ozfest, that Ozfest year was insane.
Dude, and it was the best. It was the best. It was Soilwork, In Flames, Killswitch Engage.
That's right. In Flames was there
Children
too.
of Bodom. That was easily the best Ozfest that's ever happened. It was so good.
At that point, I was a huge All That Remains fan. That was like the main reason why I went because we like had discovered All That Remains. And this Dark and Heart album, I just fucking fell in love with it. But yeah, we saw Black Sabbath, and my dad kept saying, he's like, "This is the original lineup." I'm like, "What?" And we watched it, and they kicked out.
Zakk Wylde was there, though.
Slowly walking on the stage. Not for Black Sabbath.
No, he came out and he did a solo.
He did his own
in the middle of like the Black Sabbath set. I remember.
I don't know if they did a Darien Lake one, but he was there for his other band. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, they were there too. That's why he had come out for the Oz during the Oz one.
Funny because we all said that Zakk Wylde sounded like Ozzy when he would sing his song or his one hit song or whatnot. 'Cause I don't know how
Yeah.
many hits. He had that one hit, but I always thought it was like an Ozzy song or something, and I found out it was Zach Wild. Dude,
Yeah,
Black
he
Label
was definitely
Society.
trying to sound
There
like
you
him.
go. Black Label Society was the name of the band. There you go. I couldn't remember the name.
BLS.
Yep.
Yeah, they were okay.
Yeah,
I was never really a big
me
fan of them.
neither. That's why I stayed with Ozzy afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you were to choose between the band Black Sabbath and the band Ozzy Osbourne, which one do you like better?
It's because I was a huge '70s fan. You know, the first songs I learned was Black Sabbath and Jimi Hendrix, and like Steppenwolf and stuff like that on guitar. So I'm gonna favor Black Sabbath over everything because it just, you know, I've been playing that since I was 16, and I just grew up on that. And then Iron Man was the first song that I had ever heard. Just hearing that droning, and then like that was the thing that all the kids did in school. They all fucking grabbed their guitar and like, oh look, I can do the fucking thing when you're bending down at the top. You know,
I can hold this string down. Watch.
Watch this burn. And we were
that would be me if I started trying to learn to play.
Because you got to remember,
Yeah, it's the first thing you do.
There's no internet teaching you how to do this, right? So when we figured that out, that's all he does was just like bend it beyond the nut. That sounded horrible, but you know what I mean.
That's what it's involved.
We were like, oh, it's so amazing. But so I was fortunate enough to work with Gus G, who was the guitarist for Ozzy for a certain period of time when Zach Wild left. And he told me Ozzy was like one of the coolest people that he has ever worked with ever. He was talking about how they would like, he would have him go on his private plane. He'd be there with Sharon and Ozzy, and they would all like talk on their jet and stuff. He was telling me the stories about how such a cool guy he was. It set him up for life. And, you know, Gus was like, I owe everything to him. I would not be here if it wasn't for him. So he was a great guy. He always helped out all of his musicians. From what Gus G told me, you know, that's only one perspective, but from what he said, he was a great guy, helped out all the time. And it's so cool hearing Gus G just talk about the stories, like with being with Ozzy, because I was curious. I was one of those moments where like, do I ask? He probably gets asked this all the time, but he just brought it up nonchalantly. I didn't even have to ask. He was just like, oh yeah, that one time when I was on the private jet with him, I'm like, holy shit. Just like sitting there remembering who I'm with right now. It's just wild.
Seriously. I mean, when you hang out with Ozzy all the time, I guess you just have stories, man. You never have to worry about having something to say.
There's a reason they did a whole like reality TV show about him and his family. Like there's a reason. He's an interesting, entertaining dude.
Definitely. What about you, Shade? Were you a Sabbath or Ozzy guy? Did you listen to either
Sabbath,
of them?
More Sabbath for sure. Still do. When I was playing baseball back in my athletic days, War Pigs was my walkout song.
Oh, nice.
So I've always liked that kind of older, kind of chuggier sound. And I feel like most of their hits are just like iconic songs that like, even if you don't know, like you'll hear it, and even if you don't know it's Black Sabbath, like, you know the song, like, you know the words, you know the melody, because it's just ingrained in our musical history at this point.
Oh, that's absolutely the most important part about it, right? The Black Sabbath is the Beatles of metal. They brought it here.
That's right, Michael. Gus G did one album during his tenure with Ozzy, Scream. That's right. That's still one of the best experience tours I've ever been on. I took so much wisdom from Gus. He taught me so much within that like 1 month. I'll never trade that for anything. That was a great experience.
Yeah, it sounds sick, man. I don't even know. Sounds sick.
Dude, it was really bad because I didn't know who he was until Eric told me I was on tour, because I was going on with Edge of Paradise. I was helping them. And then they're like, hey, you want to help out Firewind? I'm like, who's Firewind? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll help out Firewind, no problem. And then Eric's like, you fucking know who you're going on tour with? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, that's the guitarist with Ozzy. I'm like, oh, shit. Talking casually in the chat. I'm so bad with names, guys. I'm really bad. I remember when I used to listen to music back then, everyone would know like every band member. I just knew all the lyrics. Yeah. I could sing all the lyrics, no problem. I learned all the guitar riffs, but it took me forever to like learn like all the members' names, except for like Limp Bizkit, because they mention it in every single fucking song. But
I know, right?
That's a good thing about rap, you know? Like, they always mention each other's names, so you can't forget it, you know? You're going to remember.
Yeah, facts. I feel like that happens in rap a lot. Like they just shout, like whoever is about to sing, they do, yo, like the fucking Jenny song with Doechii.
Oh, yeah,
Before
yeah.
Doechii comes in, she's literally Doechii, and it's like, oh, I guess I know who this is.
I,
And
I
the
haven't
and
I
the,
haven't heard that one
in
yet.
the background of Jenny's part, it's just going Jenny in the back
I
the
mean,
whole time. They're literally just saying their names.
dog, the song title is Like Ginny. Like the whole song is just about her name.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
the more
That's a
the more you
different song
dissect,
though.
yeah, the more you
Uh,
dissect the lyrics, the more you're just like, what is she singing about? Like,
Yeah.
what, like
And
it's
shit.
catchy as hell, but I've looked at the lyrics and I'm like, I guess I don't realize how kind of dumb some of the lyrics are until you like actually read them line by line. But when they're
Bruh.
sung in the performance, you're like, oh, this is fun. This is fun.
Bro,
What-
you
And then
got
you
to
read
get
it and
your
you're
hair
like,
done, your nails done like Jenny.
Hey, hold on, hold on.
Jenny.
What is?
Who
Jenny.
want to rock with Jenny?
I got a question for y'all. What is a song that you absolutely loved, and then later on you found out how bad the lyrics were, and you're just like, I can't listen to this anymore.
oh,
I don't know.
Ooh.
That's something I'd really have to dig deep for, man.
Chat, you got one? Chat, you got a song you're just like absolutely loved, and you figured out what it was about, and you're like, nah, this is
what's
this
that?
is
What's
lame.
that Christmas song? It's like, I really have to go, or like, I really can't
Oh,
stay.
baby, stay
Yeah,
here.
it's cold outside, baby. It's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside.
When you that song is played every Christmas, it's super catchy. It's it's played everywhere you go. And then as soon as you like read and listen to the lyrics, you're like, did this guy just drug her drink? And like, because literally, like she's like at one point the lyrics say like I can't go, and he's like, no, you need to stay. And then she's like, what did you put in my drink? Is in the lyrics of the song. And I'm
gonna
like,
pull
I
it
think
up
it's
right
meant
now.
to be like a cute, like, oh, I just wanted water, but you gave me like alcohol or something. But it literally says it in the song. I'm like, this is a problematic lyric.
there's
Just played
a
it
lot like
everything.
that. I feel like there's that Police song, right? That's all about stalking a girl.
Yeah.
Every breath you take or whatever. But honestly, when I find out shit like that the song is actually like secretly problematic, I think I like it more. I think I'm just like that shit's funny now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the
I don't
whole
know if
first
I've ever
verse
been
is her saying
ruined.
I need to leave, and he's like, no. Like
Yeah,
the whole first verse is just horrible.
yeah. It says on here it's a playful back and forth with a male singer using various lines to convince the women to stay.
There's a line that says, you're very pushy, I like to think it is opportunistic.
Yeah, so some listeners perceiving the lyrics as suggestive of coercion or a lack of consent.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
That's
want to hear
definitely
something
what it's
funny?
about.
We talk about this as a band all the time. The one lyric in Yellow Card. You know how bands are getting like flamed for like going after, like they're mentioning being with younger girls. I love the line in there is like, we were both 16 and it felt so right. And we're like, wow, the first lyrics were like, they're at the appropriate age.
Yeah.
that's what and then later he says we were both 18. Look at that, even better.
Does he really
now
do
you're
that?
adults who can consent.
He changed it to that? That's crazy.
No.
Oh,
It's in the second verse of the song.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, we always laugh about that because, bands like they always, in the 80s, they were talking about like going with these younger girls or whatever, underage girls. Nope, Yell Card's out here like, we were both 16 and it felt so right. I'm like, all right.
Yellow Card was woke before woke was even known.
Yeah, that singer was smart. He was on it.
They said we're gonna pull a violin into this punk band and we're only gonna sleep with girls our age. That's our jam. Well done, boys. I liked Yellow Card, by the way, a lot. I actually saw them on they did a 10-year anniversary tour of
God.
that big album that they released with Ocean Avenue on it, and they did it all in acoustic, and I saw them do that in Sayreville, New Jersey. It was actually awesome. It was one of my favorite concerts.
Man.
Like that's a top 10 concert that I've been to.
I've never seen them live. That would be awesome to check them out.
It's cool. It's cool when you have acoustic and a violin in there at the same time. For some reason, that's just like a really good combination of music. And weirdly, you just don't hear that very often.
Oh, Champ, we got to ask you the same question. Which did you prefer? Did you prefer Ozzy Osbourne? You prefer Ozzy and Black Sabbath?
If I like Black Sabbath, like I said, they're the fucking Beatles of metal in America, at least. So like I respect them for all of that, and they have more iconic songs. But if we're talking about personal preference, man, like No More Tears, Mr. Crowley, that's my shit right there. Like I love those songs. Like Black Sabbath is a little bit metallic-y in the sense that they're gonna write like a 5-6 minute song, and there's gonna be like really slow, drawn out parts. And I understand why other people like that, but for me, I get bored way too easy, man.
Yeah.
Ozzy, the band, they know how to just get straight to the point, you know. So I think I personally would rather like if I'm gonna put a playlist together, I'm gonna put an Ozzy playlist together first. But Black Sabbath is way more like important to the history of music.
You know what? I wonder if I didn't grow up with Black Sabbath, if I would like it as much as I do now. But I absolutely love playing it. That's for sure. The improvs that come out of me when we play that song, fucking absolutely love it. But I wonder,
yeah, because they leave a lot of room for improv.
Yeah,
you know,
oh, yeah,
because you can, you know, without even getting off.
See,
it's a little bit different
for me because War Pigs was never my thing. I never liked that song actually the most. Mine was always like the other ones that were more like you were saying, more to the point, like Paranoid and even Iron Man, because Iron Man felt like there was like this evolution throughout the song. But I do like War Pigs. I love playing it live for sure. But if I'm going to listen to a Black Sabbath song, it's definitely going to be like Iron Man, Paranoid, and many others. I can't remember the names of right now.
You know how I actually discovered Ozzy's music ever? Like the first thing I ever heard that had anything to do with Ozzy was the Weird Al song that was all about killing a murderous Santa Claus that was going around and killing all of his reindeer, and then the kids that he was going into their house to give presents, he was just like disemboweling them and stuff. You ever hear that song? I don't remember.
Santa went crazy.
The Nate Santa went crazy. Yeah,
I haven't heard it. I just looked it up.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that at all.
He uses the riff. God, I wish I could recall the name of the song. It's a popular Ozzy song, but he uses one of like the riffs from that song as like the main driving force of that. And I was like, where did that come from? It's such a nice, pleasant melody. And then Santa just goes crazy. And it wasn't until like 10 years later that I heard it in an Ozzy song. And I was like, oh shit, that's where it came from. That's so sick.
Wow.
Weird Al introduces a lot of people to a lot of cool stuff.
From his beard to his boots, he was covered with ammo like a big, fat, drunk, disgruntled Yuletide Rambo.
Hell yeah. Dude, Weird Al's the fucking man, bro. People don't give him enough credit, except for the people that know, you know. But
oh my god,
Weird Al was part of like our generation too. I always wonder what happened to him, but yeah, I mean, he got famous for his Michael Jackson cover. That was like the one that really blew him up, if I remember correctly, in the 90s.
Eat It,
early
he did too. Eat It and Fat.
And Fat, yeah. But the Michael Jackson ones are the ones that got like pretty huge. I used to mix up the lyrics. What got me. I would mix up the lyrics with those songs with the original.
Yeah, me too, man. It's still hard not to hear those. Even also, he did Madonna's "Like a Virgin," turned it into "Like a Surgeon." That one got really popular. And then when he got into the 90s, it was the big ones were Amish Paradise, like Shade said, and he did
yes.
Smells Like Nirvana.
Yeah.
And there was one other one that got really, really big. I can't put my finger on right now. I'll remember it later. Weird Al's like top.
I got to do a stream where I just listen to nothing but like Weird Al for like an hour straight.
Just like so worth it, man.
Of like Weird Al's biggest hits.
It's so worth it. I like his newer stuff too. Like I honestly think a lot of the stuff that he's done in the last 10 years has been really good.
I didn't know he's doing any new stuff.
It's funny because Kevin's saying in here his music video parodies are also very accurate to the originals. It's funny that Kevin says that because I feel like watching so much Weird Al when I was younger is what probably prompted or like subconsciously made us do the Give Me Chocolate parody like music video where we do it like frame for frame, but we're doing the dances and everything.
Yeah, it subtly was in the back of your brain.
And that's probably where it came from to do that.
Yeah, I remember.
Too. We did it with Bandmate also. We did it like exactly like the music video. We put the.
I mean, he's like the original of this, right? Like he's the guy that brought that to the forefront. I remember like the Fat video. He actually he called Michael Jackson and he was asking for permission to like do the song. And Michael Jackson told him, not only can you do the song, but you could actually use the same location and set designs and everything that I used. And Al was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking awesome!"
Well, he's the reason why Alien Ant Farm was able to release Smooth Criminal, because they were about to not put it out. They didn't think they were going to be able to, and Michael Jackson heard it, and he's like, "We need to release that."
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
he was never like a bitch about his music. Like he was like, let's share this.
No,
shit, you know?
his family was,
Respect.
but not him. His
Yeah,
family
he was the one that if he could get out of them,
Yeah.
which is why he was probably dealing with the shit that he was dealing with. But like once it was his call, he was like, well, he said, fine, go ahead, do your thing, guys. I want more music out there. Smells
Let's
like
talk about
Nirvana,
Dexcore.
so heroin, Pabst, and gunpowder. Jesus, Alpha Omega. But yes.
So new,
Actually, yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. New Dexcore song. Yes. Well, not new, as it came out 2 months ago. I was behind. I haven't done reactions in a minute, so I finally was live on Twitch this past Friday and checked out some Dexcore. It was the best Dexcore song that I've heard yet. It was like their mainstream hit, it felt like, but it still had the Dexcore weirdness in it, but also they went above and beyond with the vocals. We had like this Vocaloid sound mixed with raw vocals, mixed with octave vocals, mixed with harmonies. I think when I split the tracks up, there's like at least probably like 18 different vocal tracks. So I'll put out the reaction after the stream, but it was insane. It was just an amazing song. I highly recommend you guys to check it out if you like a bunch of different genres in one song, of course, like we always do. But you guys just checked it out for the first time this morning. What were your thoughts on it?
I'd never heard Dexcore. That was the first time I heard it.
That was your first song here in Dexcore?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What a hell of a song.
It's my first time. And right off the bat, I was like, okay, this is kind of right in line with what I've been listening to a lot lately anyway. And then the first vocals that come out of this guy is like that Vocaloid style, like you mentioned, and it threw me so far off. I immediately put in the chat, I was like, holy auto-tune. Right? I was like, what happened? I was like, this is not what I was expecting out of a recommendation from Alan. And so I was like, all right, well, we're only like 18 seconds into the song. I'll give it a chance, because I don't typically like the like heavily auto-tune vocals. That's my biggest critique of Bandmade.
I don't
like,
either,
with their like studio produced stuff. I think Bandmade does way too much vocal production. I don't like that. That's like my biggest critique. And then he said, no, this is just a little teaser. We're about to go crazy. And the rest of the song, he's just like, I can't even describe it. Like it's just like heavy. It gets pretty badass. I'm excited to watch your breakdown, because I want to see all the different tracks.
I absolutely love songs that are so melodic, like that has a super catchy chorus, but then it just gets so brutal. And it was everything I wanted. Like when I thought they were gonna like tease me and end the song, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna make this song not perfect. And then they came back with one more heavy hit, and I'm like, yes. And then I was like, it's everything I want, other than the solo being a little too low. But other than that, it was almost perfect. Perfect.
Alpha Omega called you out. You said you kind of like passcode, so it's possible. So you like the electronic vocals.
No, I'm not the hugest Vocaloid fan at all. No, it took me a long time to get used to passcode. There's very few passcode songs that I like.
I love passcode. Yeah. That's me. I'm the passcode fan of the
loves
bunch.
Passcode. So
I've listened to all of their music, like all of their albums, man. Yeah. And like I think they're one of the best bands out there. I fucking hate the Vocaloid shit. Like it pisses me off so much, because I'd much rather hear raw vocals in every situation, unless you're doing it for a very specific purpose to go with the music. But passcode's good enough that they surpass that problem. This song I didn't even notice until fucking Shay had mentioned it in the chat. I was like,
I'm so used to hearing it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even notice it. What I did notice was, like, I've heard a couple Dexcore songs in the past. I didn't expect the metalcore chorus to come up. Like, that's not what I know them from, like doing stuff like that. And that like sold me right there, because I was like, this is pretty cool. And then they did the metalcore chorus, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. And then the bridge came, and it was like off time, weird time signatures, really heavy, and just like brutal. And after every line, they did a different thing, and I was just like, dude, this song's pretty sick.
You guys should check if you like Passcode, Champ. You should check out a cover that Emily from Passcode and Yu Umahara just released. They just put on YouTube like yesterday. But Yu Umahara is the vocalist for Merging Moon. She's the one who does the intro for like my channel when like this Shade Reacts Live. Like that's her. It sounds fucking sick. It's just like both of them in a booth. It's just like it sounds like just raw, like a one take cover. Yeah. And then they have the drummer from Crystal Lake, Rio, which is he also was the drummer for Hannah B.A. way back in the day. So it's a cool collab. It's a cool collab.
Yeah, he filled in. Going to what you're saying though, Shade, that's like a lot of the people that do reaction requests with me. They're like, we don't know what Alan's gonna like at all because it's so widely different. So it totally made sense when you got it. You're like, wait a second, I wasn't expecting this. But that song, it had your catchy chorus though. It had a really fucking catchy chorus, like something that you can like hum along with, but also it had the chaos in it, which I really appreciated. It's a very Maximum Hormone-esque style, totally their own style, but like Maximum Hormone, that's the reason why I love them, is because you get a catchy fucking sing-along chorus, but you also get chaos in the middle of it all.
It's also brutally heavy, so like that it is going to turn people off that aren't like super into, because it's like death metal heavy, like in the middle there.
Oh, it's so good though.
But I love it, like that shit. That was the part that like, dude, that bridge was just so. And I'm usually not a breakdown guy, I'd rather hear like the bridge from Nemephila, anything that they ever do in the bridges, you know what I mean? Generally speaking, which is like a combination of like riffs and a solo and maybe a little breakdown or whatever. But this one, just being a regular breakdown,
it needs to be
was
good.
So well done as a breakdown. I kept waiting for the notes to come in, and then they would wait like an extra second, and then they'd come in. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that hit me in my soul, bro. What the fuck?
I honestly think it's like this, Champ. I'm the same way. It has to be a good breakdown. It has to be an actual breakdown that's like worth it. That you have to change it up. You can't do the same old breakdown. Like all those old school breakdowns are so outplayed. It's like I need something that's strange, Something that's just a little weird. And they do those pauses perfectly. And it always blows my mind. It reminds me of, this is this band I used to listen to. I can't remember the name of it, but they would always do strange syncopated breakdowns like that. But they complement it with this big, huge screams. It's like the screams are so good. You just nailed it. They nailed it. And the thing is, you're going to check out another Dexcore song. It's going to sound nothing like that song. So it's like
they don't sound like that normally. I don't even.
It's their best song. I'm sorry, that is their best.
What do they typically sound more like? Because I don't know. Are they less
really
heavy, more heavy?
No, they have songs that are completely clean, and then they have songs that are just like scream the entire time, super progressive, and like you're just like your brain just scrambles. It's really all over the place.
I thought this was a nice combination of of everything that they kind of have that I've heard them do, but like put into one song. It's kind of like that Broken by the Scream song, except it's not 14 minutes long, because that's like exactly what they did. They did everything that they do in that one song, but they were like, we're gonna put all the songs into this song.
Yeah, they released an album in one song.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a video game soundtrack. It was like that's what it sounded like with like boss battles and shit like that. This was more like, hey, we're gonna actually take the things that we've done in our other songs, but we're gonna actually consolidate it into a 5-minute track. It was really solid. I was surprised. I didn't expect it to be so like the type of metal that I listen to.
I'm so happy you guys liked it. I got nervous when Shade put in the chat. He's like, holy auto-tune. I was like, is that good or bad? I don't know. Is that good? I'm like, what? Just wait until we talk about it on the podcast. Because when I first saw that comment, I'm like, oh, fuck, you didn't like it.
Well, that is bad generally. Like, I would much prefer that to not exist.
I was like, oh, no.
I think most of us would agree with that, though, too.
I think if that was
who says, yay, auto-tune, I love it.
If that was the standard throughout the entire track, I don't think I would have made it through the end of the song.
I would have
like
never showed it to you if it was like that the entire song.
But using it stylistically is fine. I think that's something Passcode does, because Passcode's not like at my top because of that reason. They use a little too much of that electronic vocal sound.
Well,
I like electronic music. I know, and like for me, it's just it's hard to get past that when I'm listening. I like electronic added into the music and then occasionally into the lyrics. Like I think Hannah BA does that with some of like Matsuri's like vocals and stuff. Like they throw a little bit of that electronic kind of like toned up a little bit, and it sounds good because it's sparing and like a little bit.
They're smart about when they put it in. Like there are definitely songs that they use it more in, but it feels like it works with the instrumentation behind it better. Like it was intentionally placed there for the sound, not because they're trying to fix her vocals, which is very different. But speaking of Passcode, before we move on though, they did just release a new track like a week ago that we haven't talked about. I'm guessing nobody has listened to it except for me.
We can review it next.
It's
next
called
week.
Viri Viri. I don't want to be mean, but I don't think we have to review this one.
Well, why do we not want to review it?
Shade might like it better than you and I, Alan. It's very much more like it's hitting their EDM side like 100%. Like it's like 100% their EDM part and like very, very little of their like metal rock side.
Well, maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. As long as it's interesting enough. Well, Dexcore is one of those groups. I really hope they could I wish they would go on tour with like Jaluka or something.
That's what they reminded me of. That's what I was thinking of, like while I was listening to it.
Have you listened to Jaluka yet, Shade? If you're ready for a sensory overload and you just want to be,
I'm so new to this shit. I don't even know how to spell it. Jaluka, like with a G or
Jiluka. They're bro. Like this is not beginners. This is not beginners metal. Okay.
I gotta give them.
First thing I'm looking at is these thumbnails.
You gotta listen to Black.
It tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah, you listen to Black first, okay? Jaluka, Black. Man, there's so many of them. We're gonna have to. Shade and I are planning on doing some streams together, so we're gonna have to show them some bangers. All right, because
bro, it's like, bro, this is like there's how there's entry level bands when you're trying to get into like metal, and it's like, okay, you know what? First you listen to Korn, that's gonna like open the door for you or whatever. This is the end of that. This is the opposite side. This is when you're like, okay, I've gotten to the point where I just want to hear. Blah.
Listen. Like this is like Black. There's Venom. There's Savage, and all those.
Venom is awesome.
All those
Venom is
names
so good.
Accurately represent what you're thinking it sounds like. Okay, when you hear Venom and Savage, you get exactly Savage and Venom. And you get Black. Like it's like the names match the song so well. And then the other one was Kilt is how you say it, I guess. I don't know.
KVLT.
Oh, Overkill. Overkill is the one you should check out first. And it is Overkill. It's like just so much. When I saw them live, I thought my brain was going to explode. And we all died in the mosh pit. We just got tired. We couldn't keep up. We were trying to like mosh the entire time, but the band's just so crazy that and we're like, and we finally just putting each other's arms around each other, just headbang to the music because we're so fucking tired in the mosh pit because it's non-stop, just sensory overload for like 40 minutes straight. It's insane.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
So if you go see Jaluka, bring a protein bar with you. Yeah. And a Red Bull.
And a Red Bull. You need like a whole pack of Red Bulls for a Jaluka.
I'm bring like a liquid IV pack and just like wear it on my back.
Just tap it into your arm. Just get an IV like already put in.
God.
Really, 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 really good.
Cool bands, but I gotta say, dude, just like speaking of this, like this morning I was just like looking up new songs, like trying to find new like J-Rock songs and stuff like that from like over there. And while I'm seeing stuff like the new Passcode song and the Broken by the Scream song, it feels like we're in a real lull right now. Like there's like not a lot of new stuff coming out from like Love Bites. When was the last time they dropped a new track?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it's been months since like Hannah BA dropped new track and like
they just did they just dropped one like 3 days ago.
Who did?
Hannah BA?
Yeah.
What?
The spicy
yes,
one?
They did. No, Spicy Queen was about a month and a half ago. They just released the track
in MV.
No, they're doing like these teaser things. So I think the music video is coming. They've released like
Oh,
4 different teasers, but the track is out on Spotify.
okay.
It's something. It's something every day. Hold on, let me.
All right.
What?
Well, I'm going to look forward to that. But if they're releasing teasers, they're probably going to put out
Yeah,
music videos, right? So
kind of.
I kind of wait for the music videos at this point.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like their teasers are weird. They're like little 20-second clips of like. It looks like it's a sequel or continuation of like, pardon me, I have to go now. Like the salary guy. Like,
Mm.
Yeah.
so it looks like it's something like that. So
Wow, that would be
we'll see.
cool.
By the
That-
way, Nord, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. By the way, you guys can watch this podcast on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble at this moment. The VOD will be up on YouTube. We are working on getting it on streaming services if you just want to listen to that later. So appreciate all the support, guys. You can check out the Patreon for extra content. We have the Hanabier interview already on Patreon if you want to check it out ahead of time. We finally got approval from Sony with the subtitles, so it'll be actually out sometime this week. But if you don't want to wait, we do have that podcast exclusive for you all and more interviews on the way.
Mm.
And it's a fun interview.
It's a
It's a fun
really
interview.
fun interview. Guys, they
Yukina and
answered
Matsuri.
they answered everything I wanted to ask. It was really cool. And they didn't take out any questions. I was really surprised.
Yeah.
Shout out to Candace. She's awesome. She always helps me out with those bands. But
Go Candace.
Yeah.
Good old candy cane.
All right, so let's talk about the One Sky Music Foundation. That's being it's a nonprofit that's being started up in Houston, Texas. So this is in. What they're trying to do is get Japanese bands over here. They're putting up their own money to support this whole thing almost over $250,000. It seems like it's reaching out to already. So they're supporting music appreciation and culture exchange between the U.S. and Asia. You guys can check out my video about it. I talked to S.J. Nix from Made in News Network. We talked about this a little bit more. But their mission is to facilitate understanding, encourage cooperation in the study, appreciation, and sharing of music, arts, culture, and between the U.S. and Japan by establishing shared communities of interest and enhancing communication. So, and they already have 2 shows booked here in the U.S. We got one in L.A., we got one in New York City. So October 10th is Los Angeles, and October 13th is New York City. So we're trying to get as many people out there as possible. So if you guys can get out there, do it. I will be giving away tickets very soon to these shows for absolutely free. And so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and that you're listening here on the podcast. We'll announce the winners on the podcast. We'll find out the ticket stuff very soon. Guys, this is incredible. This is the start of it. And just to get Nemophila out the gate for this is insane.
All right, so Alan, just for people who haven't seen that video yet, give like an elevator pitch of like what is this group? What is their goal? Like what is their mission?
So
because I thought the mission was really cool whenever SJ Nix was talking about it. But just for people who haven't seen this yet, like what are they doing?
Yeah. So the mission is like I just said that already though.
I know, but like just like because it's not super clear on like what it is that they're
so
like. What is happening with the cameras?
It's because Champ left the stream. Hold on one second. All right, so
he might have had internet issues.
So the whole goal is to get Japanese bands over here into the U.S. to play shows, meaning their visas are covered, everything's covered, and we're just trying to get them over here. Period. And to start this new thing where it had been talked about in a lot of like the Dawn Patrol, with Bandmade, and they were discussing about getting these bands over. And I think we've actually discussed that on the podcast multiple times. It'd be cool to have, just an all like Japanese music show or whatnot, something like that going on. So their goal is to just help these bands get over here since, nowadays it's really difficult to get over here. I think it's over like $40,000 just for visas alone.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
That was crazy.
So $40K in visas, that's just visas. And then, paying the bands to get them over here. They've already run into a lot of like issues with like tickets and stuff like that, getting it all set up. But it's a startup, just got to be patient with them. Check out the website. I will have that linked in the description so you guys can check it. The link is also on the original video. But yeah, their main mission, their main goal is to get these bands connected with the U.S. and get them over here to do shows. They already did some showcases in Japan to start off. So now they're just getting some more showcases brought over to here.
Yeah, just imagine how badass it'll be if we can get our own like our own Japanese festival. Kind of like what they do at the like Fox Fest, right? Where you have like all these bands coming in. Like something like that would be so sick if we could get scale this from where it is to like a full on like 2 or 3 day festival where all these bands get to come out and just showcase and people travel from around the US to come and see it. That'd be that'd be really cool to see.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate goal, right? At the end of it, right? Like you start with some shows, you get some bands around, eventually it grows bigger, and then it becomes something like, that's unstoppable.
Yeah, like the Japanese Coachella, but for metal.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to my
speaking my language.
I'm looking forward to my second time going back to Japan and meeting more of these bands. We already got a couple interviews scheduled already, so we're gonna be shining a light on some more bands. One of my favorites that I saw when I was over there was Bone Dawn. That'd be a really cool band to get over here. They're really good. That's a really good band. And or like Lumi Rise. Lumi Rise is excellent. I'm sure J Music Fan is going to have some more bands for me when I get over there to check out. So already got a couple days set up, but working with Sony Music, trying to get some more bands out of their catalog, see what we can pull off with in-person interviews. It's gonna be a wild year for sure. We're ending this wild. This just came to me a month ago. SJ just told me about it, and I was like, wow, what the timing of it is just crazy. Especially right before I go to Japan and just like working with people over there. So we'll see what we'll be able to get going. I know John Reeves checks out a lot of Japanese music. He's working on documentary stuff. But that's still all under wraps right now, still working on the logistics for that. So there's a lot of cool content coming down the line from all the YouTube channels that are supporting all the Japanese groups and stuff like that, or just like music from everywhere,
It's also just like a really cool community thing where it's just like, we've talked about this before where, these little cultures that we set up and stuff. And this allows people to like stay connected, just being able to talk. This is what we're going to do. This is where we're going to go. This is what we're setting up. And everybody gets to like go, yeah, man, like, let's go do this together. Like, let's go fucking party, man.
I want to answer Michael Hill's question. I was going to type it out, but he said, when are you going to drop the short Lumi Rise interview? I'm hoping to redo an interview with Lumi Rise. So we're trying to get that worked out because the interview I had was just like 2 of the questions and it was so short. It just, I don't know what happened to the footage. I thought we asked way more questions. It was really hard to hear. So I'm just going to wait until I do another interview with them. So I'm not going to be able to put up that short one. I tried to, I got it all translated, but I'm just like, it's not even worth it. It's just introducing them and stuff. I'd rather get a full on interview like I did with some of the other bands. So my goal is to get a Lumi Rise interview scheduled when I get out there, which I'll be out there August 19th to August 29th. So if you guys know any bands that want to do any interviews out there, let us know. Go check out the Discord server.
True. Have either of you guys listened to those bands?
Real quick though, is there a donations page for those who can't get to the shows but want to contribute? Yes, you can go to the website. They are working on a Patreon for it. You can check it out there. Even just like paying for tickets is a donation in itself. That would probably be the best way if they don't have the donation page set up. I know it's in the works. It should be done soon, but you can join their mailing list and they'll let you know when that comes up. So if you buy tickets, maybe you can even hit us up. Be like, hey, Alan, I bought all these extra tickets. Can you give them away? Then we'll just give them away on stream. That's what I've been doing for a lot of the people here. So we'll get something set up, get free tickets out to people.
Yeah, on the website, it says that they're still in the process of obtaining their 501(c) status. So they're not technically they're not recognized as a nonprofit yet by the IRS. So once that happens, then they'll be able to start accepting donations.
Yeah. But right now you can just buy the tickets. Buy the tickets is the best way to do it, and then we can give them away. Mono Diagram, Dim Rays, Gungita are all dope. Dim Rays would be awesome to get over here. Yeah.
Dim Rays is crazy.
Yeah, Dim Rays is really good. Oh, you know what band I've been liking a lot lately? I just saw on stream recently was Pal Neo.
They just came out with a new track too, actually.
Yeah, that new track was really good.
I didn't hear that. Yeah, I was wrong. There are bands dropping tracks right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being greedy. I just want more.
Yeah, I was like, when you're like, there's not a lot of new J-Rock. I don't know. There's quite.
You know what ticked me off. You know what did this to me? Nemafula dropped another cover this morning, and I just didn't. I was like, God damn it, guys! Like Brainwash came out so long ago, and like I just want more Nemophila, and it made me angry at everybody.
I do take reaction requests. You can check out the Patreon if you want to get it expedited. I do reactions over on Twitch.
See, senor.
But we're gonna be doing some more together for sure. We're working on that too. But so much stuff happening. What do you? I mean, this is crazy. Just can't wait for it to get settled and get going. And just stay tuned, guys. There's a lot of stuff coming out.
Hey, thanks for buying tickets, Jeffrey. That's cool, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a whole. Pal Neo just dropped a whole album.
Pal Neo just dropped a whole album. Okay, we could do a review on that next. That's another band I want to interview when I go to Japan. That's another one.
I'm just like starting to like them, you know, like I've known kind of about them and stuff like that, and I've heard some songs in the past.
The last song is really good.
But as I listen to songs, like I like them more with every song that I hear because I just realized like, oh wow, it wasn't a fluke. Right? Yeah, like they're all pretty good.
Check out I should have told you guys to check out that one too. I was just so caught on Dexcore. But the last Pal Neo song was really, really good too. That was another one where I was like, this is their best one yet. You definitely should check that out. Speaking of that, let's check out the top 10 because we keep avoiding. We're gonna do the top 10. Yeah, we keep avoiding it. I'm so sorry, everyone. We'll make sure we do this every time we do this stream. A lot of people are like, oh, no top 10 again. I feel so bad. Shout out to Simno. He puts this together every week for us, and we're assholes for not going over it.
So yeah, and I really wanted to go. I really wanted to go over it this week too because, like I said, I was like, I want to hear new music, and then I realized, like, oh wait, you know, like we have a top 10 where we literally haven't heard most of the songs.
Right. So
Sonic, I'm going to be in Japan on August 30th when Neki is performing at. They have like a live show, but I'm going to see Baby Metal versus Say Thomas, so I'm not able to go to the Neki show. But I was planning on going, and I couldn't. So. I feel you. Yeah. I want to see him too. I like Neki.
So new entries this week. We got Sekai no Owari, Ano, Bandmade, What Is Justice, Dust Cell, SKS, and Yama were the new entries that we're entering in which you guys can always share any bands that you're discovering over in the Discord server. So we got Vondi, Pain. I really want to check this out because I am a fan of Vondi. I like what they did with the Chainsaw Man song. It's one of my favorite. Dude, Chainsaw Man songs are so great. I have like just a playlist for those because they're so good. I'm still waiting for Maximum Hormone to release a fucking full song from that, but it was really good.
Never gonna happen.
I know, right? We got Quiet Sea. Oh man, I can't play the clips, but I forgot to set it up. But check these bands out, guys. What is Macaroni? Am I reading that right? Or
Macaroni and Pitsu?
What the hell?
Macaroni armpits.
I guess I gotta do some reactions to this top 10. We got Vondi again with Reunion.
Vondi's back.
Yeah,
dude, this dude dominated our top. Like 2 years ago, he was like on the top 10 for like 30 weeks in a row.
Wait, you don't know who Vondi? That's another one we gotta show you. With Chainsaw Man, Vondi.
Holy shit!
First. Yeah,
he'll like him more than we did. I think it's a little more like
a week ago. 4 million views on this video right here. 3.8 million.
Number 7, we got.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
Yeah,
that's like K-pop numbers.
Yeah,
Suisse,
good for
Hachimachi, Beautiful Things coming in at number 7. A lot of new artists for you, champ. There you go. Here's I'm
gonna make it my goal to listen to every single one of these songs before the next podcast, and you guys are gonna be forced to listen to me talk about each of them individually.
Yeah, right.
Alan didn't like that as I was explaining it.
Yeah, you can see it on his face.
It's gonna happen
all over his face.
I like slightly heard you, slightly didn't.
No, he just wasn't paying attention. It's okay. What's this one?
Croy. Another new one. Method Sakamoto Days. I don't know if I said that right, but number 4, Baby Metal.
What? Who the hell is that?
Holding at 4. They've been on the top 10 since 8 weeks ago.
Oh, this is the Slaughter to Prevail track with Baby Metal on it.
Yeah. That's a cool song. That's a really good one.
I know STP.
Yorishika again with Martian. This looks so familiar. Like I've seen this before.
Yorishika.
No. This image right here. I've seen this image somewhere else. I don't know where. Somewhere. Number 2, Zutomayo, the huge artist in Japan. Can I meet you at Cream? What?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Cream.
Number 1, Zutomayo, Pain Give Form.
Wow.
Okay, so I guess Zutomayo has a new album out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, Zutomayo.
Vondi and Zutomayo
will be
released
up
some
there.
shit, huh?
Have you guys heard any Zutomayo? Because I have not.
I probably have. I just don't. A lot of times people will recommend stuff when I'm streaming, and I hear it and I like it, and then I forget the name of the band or the song. So there's a good chance I've heard it and just don't know. Because if it's like one of these popular groups, then someone's probably thrown it in there.
I remember Wave Potter liked them. He used to talk about them quite a bit.
Yeah. They're really cool. They have if I remember correctly, they have a shit ton of musicians on stage when they play, and it is crazy. And they have these weird instruments. Yeah, they have a bunch of weird instruments that they put on stage too. If
Definitely
I remember correctly. No, it's really good, very soothing. Definitely, it's not like high energy. I don't know. It's very just soothing. It's just like very chill music.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite of Dexcore, okay?
All right. So listen to them back to back.
Yeah. No, I definitely have. Now that you said like the big group, like I remember commenting on the stage. There was like a music video, or not music video, a video I watched of them performing a song, and it starts with the lead vocalist, and it's just like a spotlight down on her, like from the back, so it creates a silhouette. So you don't really see her.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's just her, but you can tell there's like this giant stage behind, and everything's dark, so you can't really see anything. And then the song starts, and like little by little, it starts to illuminate, and you're like, "Holy shit! There's 45 people here. Like there's like four different drum kits. They have an entire like brass section, and then they literally had like a Tesla coil, playing parts of the song like that zapping shock sound. I was like, "What the? My sensory overload is going crazy right now." So I would definitely check them out. That's a good call.
Cool. That sounds.
I've requested them 3 times.
I want to know that specific. I want to know that specific video. I want to watch that happen.
Simno, can you drop the link to that song? Because obviously you're the one who did it.
Well, yeah. Have you ever heard of AKB48?
As a group, no. As a series of letters and numbers, yeah.
That's a J-pop group, Japanese pop group, and. Yeah, the 48 represents the amount of people that are actually in the band. So when you said, I don't think they have 48 still, but at some point, I believe that was what was going on there.
They moved on.
This is what so I was right. This is Zutomayo right here. This is like this is how crazy the stage is. Look at this. This is just insane looking. And then they have like the little reel tape thing. And I like did a video on that where
that does look awesome.
And they like the fans, they hit the fans and stuff. It's just wild. Look at this is Zutomayo.
What's the name of this track?
This track in particular.
I just want to see one of their live tracks.
Yeah, 1 hour live performance. There you go. This is a perfect one for you, champ. Dragonfly is the one that got me into Zutomayo. He requested this group a lot. Here, I'll drop the link for you all. This is recent too.
Oh, do you see that? Simno said
AKB
to 70 people.
They have
closer to 70 people.
They're idols too. So we're talking about like there's like a billion girls just like think about a K-pop group that has 4. They have like 100. You know, it's crazy to say.
Yeah, AKB48 is actually in most recent they were pretty controversial too. This group because
were they? I don't remember any controversy.
Well, I mean, they had a bunch of young girls like stripped down to nothing in one of their music videos, and they're underage and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's a big there's a big thing with that.
But that's like all of them. That's like every one of them.
Dude, have you guys, Champ? You may have seen some of the controversy on like people are mad at like the Blackpink performances right now because they're like a little skimpy with their outfits.
Because Lisa's booty's out.
Yeah, and then Jenny like did the whole like chest, and I'm like, guys, is this your first time watching anything K-pop? Because like I'm new to it, so I don't know shit. Like I've only been listening to like a couple months, but I feel like every performance I see, they like the K-pop stuff is super hypersexualized, and then I watch the J-pop stuff, and I'm like, there is a very clear difference of culture of like how they perform.
Yeah,
and like I listen to like XG, and I'm like, they don't do that.
No.
And then I listen to Blackpink or LE SSERAFIM or any of these other groups, and I'm like, Yeah, they got. I mean, they don't have a lot of ass to throw, but they're trying. Like they're doing
they try hard. They're throwing that backbone, man. Like up and down,
their
like
best.
crazy. Listen, I do want to provide a little bit of context because that has been kind of like over the course of the last 5 or 6 years that started to happen. Because previously, K-pop was a lot more like the J-pop, where they over the course of the last 5. K-pop was a lot more PG sexuality, and now it's like PG-13 sexuality. And to be honest, I love Blackpink. I don't give a shit like what they wear. The less the better. But looking from like a realistic perspective, Blackpink kind of was the one of the ones that like curtailed it and kind of changed the sense of like what it could be.
People follow the trends, right? And if Blackpink is soaring high, they're like the most popular group at a specific time. And you're like, well, what are they doing different? And then you look at their videos and you're like, well,
yeah,
I think I can connect these dots.
Dude, it's really funny. If you go back and you watch reactions from Blackpink when they first came out, like in 2017, 2018, you watch the reaction videos, and most of the people that are watching it are like, it's really refreshing to see girls not dressing in skimpy clothing, and then now fast forward to 2025, and it's the opposite conversation about the same girls. And it's just, listen, the fact is, culture has changed. It's just where we are.
That when I first started doing Baby Metal reactions, that's one of the things that I said. I was like, it's actually really nice that they keep all their like private lives private, that they wear like the outfits that aren't like, they're not trying to like do anything with it, but just make a cool outfit, right? They're not trying to get you to feel some sort of way.
At least they stayed that way though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like if anything, they've gotten less. If anything, in a weird way, they've gotten less sexualized.
Yeah, it's not like
it's like they used to wear the tutus and shit, and now it's
they've
like
got
fully
full
covered
gowns.
Yeah, full gowns, like the leggings. Like it's like they've really protected their I don't know, their image, I guess, in a way. I don't know. You could say the same thing on the opposite for groups like Baby Metal. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're right though. There's a difference between the Japanese and the Korean culture. The Korean culture is following the American culture pretty consistently lately, and Japanese is pretty much staying the same. I mean, it's not like look at Bandmade. Like they're fully grown women. At no point have I ever thought of anything that they've worn as like sexual. Like they are rocking and it'd be so easy, I think, to be like. Fishnets. She just looks hot. She's wearing normal clothes. She just looks hot. But like the truth is, like, they could so easily sexualize the maid concept. Like it's such a simple thing to do.
They did for a moment there. You remember?
Where?
They did for a moment. You remember Psyche's song where it's like where she's singing those English lyrics like "You make me so wet" or something like that.
Dude, yeah, what is that song called? It's like I did a reaction to it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I was drunk when I first heard that song, and I'm like,
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
It's like don't
tell me, right?
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yeah, don't tell me.
The lyrics,
bro.
So I did the reaction, and people were like commenting and messaging me on Discord like. they were literally telling me it's kind of fucked up because they don't think that Psyche knew English well enough to know what she was singing about. And I'm like, I don't buy that. I understand maybe when it was being written, but like I don't buy that she just sings it and has no idea. Yeah, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm like, there's no way.
I mean, I know that song, but I don't think I've ever listened to the lyrics before.
You should.
If you look at them in the very first, when Bandmade first like started forming, it was definitely more sexualized in the beginning, and then they reverted back because that's when they would wear the stockings and like shorter skirts and stuff. But
I still don't think that that's like over sexualization. Like they're
compared to
for them, like compared to like what
I guess relative
how
to
Bandmade
now.
is now, they're way more like dressed down compared to
True, but even at their worst, we're talking about like G rating. We're not even talking about PG. Like you can't see their midriffs. It's like every K-pop girl goes out there, you see her fucking belly button, you know what I mean? Which is no problem at all, but you never see a Japanese girl. You're not going to see the Bandmade girls' belly buttons. They just don't show them off.
Champ, did you look up the lyrics to that song?
But anyways,
no, I didn't.
And that's the other thing I want to mention is like a lot of the songs off that album wasn't written by Bandmade.
Yeah, what album was that off? Was that on the one before World Domination?
It's Just Do It.
New Beginning.
New Beginning or one of those.
New Beginning.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I said that, but
I only know it because I'm looking at the lyrics right now, and it says track 8 on New Beginning.
They keep putting more
There you
clothes
go, New
on as their outfits change. Yeah, it's true.
Like the very first line of the song is "You make me so wet." Like
that is such a. I can't
believe you didn't know that.
I don't know. Okay,
bro,
that's so weird. Like
I lost my mind. Just listening to this like
the pre-chorus
so
is
I always get what I want.
The pre-chorus is, so would you give head and give me good till I say stop. Not the best translation, but I think we know what she's trying to say there. And this is bigger and bigger and thicker and thicker.
What the hell? Okay.
This is an actual Band-Maid song. I do not think they still perform this song. But they should now as a troll. They should do it now as like a satire. Like they should do like an acoustic version of this. Oh my god!
I'm just like enjoying watching Champ's mind just like blow up right now.
I'm just reading in the chat, seeing if they're gonna add more lyrics. But Shade got enough for me to know that. I don't know. It's not my favorite Band-Maid song. I don't think. I mean,
it's one of my favorites just for the comedy of like how ridiculous it is. But it's not like a good song. It's fine.
Yeah, but I hate. Like I just don't like the idea that somebody else wrote it for them. Like if fucking Miku wrote that, I would laugh along with it, you know.
Yeah,
but
that's a good
it was
point,
probably like some dude that was like, "Yo, this chick's got to sing about giving head, man. Like let's do it."
Yeah, that was so. Apparently, this was like before they started writing all their like they took control of the writing style, and they were just trying to make it, man. Just trying to make it.
Alpha Omega says Miku's the only one that shows more than an ankle now. That's accurate. They are top to bottom covered up, man.
All the foot fetish guys got Misa going, so.
Oh, that's true.
The barefoot assassin out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. It's just because she didn't wear shoes, right? That's how she got that name.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She'd rather play with in bare feet, which is an interesting decision, but who am I to criticize it?
Yeah, I remember when we were first reading those lyrics. I think I was doing the reaction with Frank, and yes, that's when we came across that. Pretty crazy. But yeah. Goat. We're singing about your favorite singer of all time. We're talking about your favorite singer of all time. Hope you appreciate it.
Oh, is he the psyche hater?
Yeah, he's a psyche hater. Heaven and Hell's gonna turn over topsy-turvy. Know you want to give it to me deeper and deeper and faster. Delight your body is mine tonight.
It's literally just like it's just like let's fuck, bro. Like
it's like they asked ChatGPT to write like a raunchy song in like broken English.
Yeah, right.
Dice talks about the S&M with the candy or whip line. What? Really?
Does it?
That's cool though. Like, listen, there's a difference between like I don't know, throwing in a line that's about.
Hold on, let's talk.
Yeah, versus somebody else writing a song that's like, I'm so wet right now.
You know what's funny is like, "Don't Let Me Down" is a really catchy chorus.
I like that. I liked that song. I still like the song.
We found a song for you that when you finally found out what the lyrics meant, you don't like it as much. There we go. We found one.
Because I gotta say, it's not even that. Like, go ahead, sing about sex, but like, "You make me so wet" might be like one of the worst lines I've ever heard of you.
Like opening line to a song.
Yeah,
but it grabs your attention, right? Like out the gate.
Not in the right way. I would have turned it off if I knew.
The funny thing is because the style of and like the amount of shit that's on her vocals and that like it's actually kind of hard to understand what she's saying, and so that's probably why you heard it and didn't even realize that's what she was talking about.
Yeah,
you read the lyrics and you're like, oh.
See, but this is why I don't give a shit about lyrics. This is why I listen to screaming. I can't even understand them. You know, like I don't have to judge them after I hear them. Like what? Megan Thee Stallion write that song for her? You know what I mean? Like I just.
No way. Vincent said one of the lines in the song "Hate" is 10 minutes of limp gymnastics. What the fuck does that mean?
Limp gymnastics.
Real. That is
10
real.
minutes. Oh, because she's saying she hates this guy, right?
Yeah, she's gonna
he couldn't even get it up, man. The dude was trying to put it in soft. Clearly, that's a good line for a song about hating someone. You know, like that guy took that hard. No pun intended.
Oh God. Oh man. Oh, so good. Limp gymnastics.
That's actually that's like a
That's
clever
such a good line.
too.
It is a clever line.
That's like
It's way
smart.
better than "You Make Me So Wet."
You can tell, who wrote, you can tell
Exactly.
who actually wrote those lyrics.
Yeah, the difference between how you make like a great sex line and a really terrible sex line.
Yeah, we just got to do an entire podcast just dissecting band-made lyrics and trying to find all the fun shit.
Oh man, that'd be cool. The lyrics you didn't know, or what you didn't know about this song. And we just based it off all the lyrics. Oh, great. That's crazy.
Hate is a 4-minute diss track on a guy who cheated on Psyche's friend.
Yeah. You could tell.
Yeah.
She's literally like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you at the end.
I know. She goes off.
That song rules, bro.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite track. That's on
it's up
Unseen
there.
World, right? Like, I think it's on Unseen World.
It's not on Unseen World. It's off of
The one after that.
Yeah.
Unleash.
Yeah, Unleash.
They fucking named 2 albums in a row, UN something. And it's fucking, it always fucks me up.
They did do that, didn't they?
Like, how many words even start with UN? There's not that many, guys,
No.
and you took 2 of them in a row.
It said in the chat, curious how many songs Westerners listen to that love that Asian people hate because we don't understand the lyrics. Probably a lot of them. Like, probably a lot that we think are so catchy and fun, and then like Japanese people are like, this is cringy, this is bad. Why do you guys like this?
But it happens the opposite way when you're listening. Like, you know, when like the K-pop groups try to do English lyrics, and you're just like, wow, that was. Like my son when he was 7 could have written that. You know, like that was crazy, bro.
In the chat, Misha said, "Hey, ED is a real problem, bro."
Hey, what's up, Matthias? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Matthias.
He comes in just straight dropping bombs.
People are relating a little too hard in chat right now. Matthias, get in touch with me. I can set you up with somebody that can help you out, buddy.
The la 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 bit is fingers in the ear reference. What?
Yeah, going like this. La 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 la.
Oh wow.
I'm not listening.
That,
blah blah
that
blah.
went over my head. It's pretty childish. I don't know how I feel about that.
Cool.
All right, guys. Great show. Look out for us next Sunday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You guys want to share news articles with us? Go for it. Go to the Discord server and check it out there. And hit us with some stuff you want us to talk about. We got a lot to talk about next week, actually. I just saw some controversial videos pop up on my screen. More copyright issues. Yay. All right.
Woo-hoo.
See you all in the next one. See you.